Hey everyone, welcome back to the Movie Vault. My name is Rob. Let's talk about movies. I'm back with episode 20 of my watch list. Everything I've watched throughout April. Let's get into this. Before we start the video, I've noticed a lot of new viewers who aren't subscribers, so please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting that little bell to get notified every time I post a new video. If you would like to show your support for the Movie Vault, Super Thanks is now enabled. Down below, you can make a one-time donation to the Movie Vault. Let's talk about my watch list. Okay guys, first one up for April was VHS Cult Cinema Obsession is what this one is called. Got this DVD through work a while back. A lot of you guys have asked about it once I showed it in one of the haul videos. It's hard to get a hold of, it seems. I just got one. It's an NTSC Region 1 DVD here. It's about VHS collectors and their love of VHS collecting. It's a really cool kind of documentary here, guys. It's 129 minutes. Can't tell you anything else about it really. That's it, VHS Love Cult Cinema Obsession. It's really, really cool. Just about collectors like me, like you, who like to collect VHS these days. And that's kind of what it's all about. It's really, really interesting. I do recommend if you can get a hold of it. I don't know if it's on streaming or anything like that, but it definitely is available on physical media. So if you can grab yourself a hold of this one, I would grab this one. VHS Love Cult Cinema Obsession. Next one up, guys, I did actually cover on the channel. Next few up here I've covered on the channel in separate videos, so I won't say too much about them. But Batman 1989 on 4K was the next watch up in April for me. I spoke about this in that 4K review video on its own, so again, I'm not going to ramble on too much about it here, but you guys know I love Batman. Love this kind of shimmery slipcase here on 4K. It looks fantastic. So Batman 89 was the next watch up. Of course, we can't talk Batman 89 without talking Batman Returns. That was the next one on 4K, guys, I watched. Again, has a separate video here on the channel. I'm going through all the Batmans to review them on 4K leading up to The Batman coming next month in June. But Batman Returns, again, I love it, guys. Michelle Pfeiffer is fantastic in there. Keaton is the GOAT, so Batman Returns, all good in my book. Continuing on, guys, Batman Forever was the next watch up for April 95. This one was 4K again. Looks great here, you know. Again, there's another video, guys. I don't mean to keep sending you to other videos because you've come to watch this video, but yeah, I do have separate videos on all these Batmans and I don't want to talk about them too much. Again, I'm repeating myself over and over here, guys, but Batman Forever was the next watch up. Not a huge fan of it, but it's okay. It's not the worst. Next one up, guys, I picked this up a while ago in work and I watched it when it was on TV or whatever, streaming at the time, and I didn't actually realise it had a physical media release. So this is Foo Fighters' Sonic Highways, the kind of documentary series they did where they recorded an album which is also called Sonic Highways. They went to 8 songs, 8 studios, 8 cities, 8 episodes. So Chicago, Washington, Nashville, Austin, Los Angeles, New Orleans, Seattle and New York City. It's a really great documentary series here. This is a 4-disc release here, guys. Here we go inside there, and it's just a little kind of a chapter card dealy in there. It's fantastic. I've been watching it throughout April. I'm still watching it now in May. I get an episode in whenever I can. And it's awesome. There's 9 hours of running time and there's more than 3 hours of extended interviews featured in the documentary and on that bonus disc. Never before seen footage. Is really, really cool. So again, if you're a fan of Foo Fighters like I am, or music in general, there's some really cool like music history for each of the cities that's mentioned in this. They visit the city, they hear about the history of music in the town, and then they record, or in the city, and then they record the song. So it's really, really cool. I would recommend Foo Fighters' Sonic Highways. Next watch up came from Netflix. I watched Employee of the Month. It's an old kind of, I think, mid-2000s movie. Dane Cook is the guy in it. Jessica Simpson is in it. I remember running it in the cinema years ago on 35mm. I remember kind of liking it. It's a stupid kind of comedy with some romance kind of thrown in there. The guy works in like the supermarket store, and he had a website or business or something that sort of crashed, and he's kind of the bum in the shop, and then Jessica Simpson comes in, he kind of falls in love, and he tries to make himself the employee of the month to kind of get her attention. I always liked it. It was just kind of one of those funny films I liked, and I fancied watching it. I don't own it, and it's on Netflix, so that was the next watch up. Next one I watched in April, guys. This is a Spanish thriller horror movie called Thesis, or Thesis is the English version of that. Alejandro Amenabar, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, is the director of this one. My girlfriend bought this for me. I showed it in a haul video. It's a really cool kind of special edition Spanish version. It comes with the slip here, so we take that off and we get different artwork for it there. Open it up, there is the disc, and we got a really nice booklet in there as well. I know I've shown all this off before. We're a film student, right? I believe she does, she's doing her thesis movie on kind of snuff movies, and kind of uncovers a whole kind of thing of students of the college going missing and all that sort of stuff happening in there. So it's really, really cool. And again, I think I mentioned it in the whole thing, if you don't mind subtitles, I would give this a watch, because I really enjoyed it. It was really, really cool. And yeah, this is a really nice kind of special edition version of this on Blu-ray. So Tessor Thesis, I recommend, if you don't mind a film with subtitles, give this one a watch. Next one up, guys, we actually went to the cinema to see this Ennio. This is the Ennio Morricone documentary. We went to the cinema to see this one, and really kind of it was a little bit of a mixed bag for me. Like, I love his music and all that stuff is really, really cool. And I learned some things in the documentary I didn't know about him writing kind of pop songs and stuff like that before he got into composing. It was a very lengthy 2.5 hours. It felt long. It kind of dragged through the kind of 60s and 70s stuff like a bit too much, to where I thought the documentary might have ended with the mission. And it didn't. It just seemed to go on and on and on and on, and you know, maybe rightly so, because he has had a lengthy career in film and stuff like that. But it is interesting, but I thought it was a little bit too long for my liking. 2.5 hours. 2 hours is kind of where I sort of draw the, you know, the line with documentaries and stuff like that, unless it's a multiple episode kind of thing. Ennio was the next one up that I watched in April. And last but not least, guys, the final watch for April. This is, again, I'm not going to speak too much because the video is on the channel. Batman Begins on 4K. This is just a slip because it's out of this Christopher Nolan 4K box set. Again, you guys know I'm a big Batman fan. I'm running through the Batmans like I said earlier, so Batman Begins was the next one up, and the final thing I watched in April. Not a lot of stuff there, guys, maybe about 9, but it's all in there. That wraps up my April watch list, guys. I want you to get involved. Jump in the comments down below, let me know what you think of the list of stuff I've watched here throughout April. Let me know what you watched in April. I want to hear from you guys. Don't forget to check out my Patreon and YouTube membership. Links are in the description down below, guys. There is 10 plus hours of bonus content that's not featured here on the main channel. You can get access to that stuff for only €1 per month, guys. Don't forget to check it out. Of course, subscribe, all that good stuff. Jump in the comments down below. Stay safe, guys, and I will see you on the next one.